Alright, so I'm Matt and I made a paper mache stool for my Upcycle project. I got the inspiration when I was sitting on my couch and putting my feet up on the ottoman and noticed that my ottoman's really worn down and it was time to get a new one. So I was debating on getting a new one for a while, but just thought I could make one pretty easily and for cheap, and so I did. And I had questions about what to cover it with. I thought about using fabric, something like that, but I ultimately saw a newspaper sitting on my coffee table, which made me think about covering it with paper mache. And plus I love to do, or used to love doing paper mache when I was younger. So that's what I went with. So I searched the web for paper mache stools and came across this one on Pinterest. This structure was completely made out of paper mache, in which I kind of wanted to do that idea, but I also wanted to make it more structurally sound. And also didn't like the colors of the newspaper in this one. I wanted to do black and white newspaper. So the design loop I had was, had an idea and then design, get materials, build it, test it, and then you have the final product. But for this project, since the materials were limited, I actually chose the materials first and then designed it. And I had a couple concepts here. Thought about making a round stool and then a square stool, and I ultimately picked a rectangle stool because of the space it had on top. So yeah, the structure was made from wood that I found in my backyard. Used a piece of plywood and a couple of pieces of composite beams that were left over from a balcony for the legs. So what I did was cut the legs to size. I used a tree cutting saw, and in hindsight I wish I would have used something more accurate like a bandsaw. And then I cut angles in the legs, cut the same angle on each end of it so it fit nicely together. And I built the structure first using wood and took it all apart and then covered it with paper mache and then put it back together again. And it actually turned out really well. I was impressed with it. I got a comment during this process that was concerned about protection of the newspaper, so I covered the top in clear packaging tape, and it provides a nice clean finish and makes it waterproof. And yeah, also I put the comic section on top so I could read that when I'm looking, or when I'm sitting. Yeah, so that's it.
Are they good comics, or what you get?
Oh yeah, pick the best comics. There's a Garfield on there. What else? Yeah, there's a few more. But also try to put the sports sections on the sides. That would be cool. Yeah. Any other questions?
How much weight can it hold, do you think?
I have not tested that yet, but I would
Like,
I would assume it could.
sit on it?
Yeah, I would assume so. Looks like it.
Great.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I definitely like your choice, throwing the comics on top and having the standings down the side, NBA standings on the side. It like fits it perfectly.
Oh yeah.
That could not have worked any better.
Yeah, I was really impressed how it turned out. It looks pretty nice. The angles are a bit off, but
So did you have to? You didn't have to like dip it in like that watery glue stuff and like glue it on there, right? Did you
oh
just
yeah,
kinda-
that was the paper mache mixture.
You did do that?
Yeah, it did.
Oh, okay.
And then, yeah,
And
it's
it
covered
sticks to the wood that way.
Yeah, it sticks pretty well too. It took a while to dry, so I don't think I got the mixture right. But there's 2 layers on there.
Nice.
Usually paper mache looks like so just like crunchy and stuff still afterwards,
Yeah.
but this is super smooth and
Yeah.
Yeah,
just looks
I think
nice.
that's because the wood, like it just had a straight surface to stick to.
Mm.
Yeah, mine always looks like white and gluey.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And like the ink will start to run and stuff, but it looks so
Yeah.
fine. Like it's hard to believe that it's actually stuck that way, but it looks really good. Yeah, seriously. Nicely done.